Really happy to be here with you, to welcome you to this practice. We are setting up with a yoga blanket today to create a supported heart opening pose on the floor. So you want to open up your blanket and make a cylinder roll. And the goal is that it's about the length of your spine. So give yourself some time to create that prop and get settled in lying on your back. You will have your spine aligned on that bolster. And the glutes are on the ground, so you're not lifting your glutes onto the blanket. Get centered, a little wiggle, jiggle to get comfortable and aligned. Different arm shapes will help open your shoulder in different dimensions. Something more gentle is Shavasana arms, just a little bit out from your side, like a capital letter A, and the palms face the sky. For an edgier stretch, bring arms out into a letter T shape or a cactus shape. That will be more stretch across the pecs, deltoids, through the front of the shoulder area. And take some time to test arm options to get all the way comfortable. Gradually come to a resting position and a few opening breaths fully in through your nose and out through the mouth, perhaps a sigh or a sound to help you release. Yeah, let's take two more breaths like that with this audible exhale. Whew. Ah. Finishing exhale, seal your lips so breath is flowing through your nose. In a heart opening breath, feel that the breath originates in the center of your chest, opening wide in an easy way. And you exhale to complete the breath, also in the center of the chest. Let your focus rest here to feel the breath originate in the heart center and release complete in the heart center. We'll be breathing in this resting position for another minute or two. Direct your awareness again and again into this heart space, the seat of consciousness, our deeper sense of knowing on a heart or gut level. Pay close attention to the sensations of your breath. And with this attention in your body, your mind is releasing. You feel the forehead relax, the uh, maybe urgent quality of to do items or what our mind is taking care of. Yeah, and feel the importance of being in your body, making the breath body connection. Feel the importance of letting your mind take a break and redirecting your mind into feeling and breathing right now. We'll enjoy a few quiet moments with this heart breath, letting the body and the mind relax. If eyes are closed, open them softly. Raise your arms into a deeper shoulder stretch. So, options might be the cactus shape if you were not here already. I would say the edgiest option is to stretch your arms up above your head with the back of the hand resting on the ground or releasing toward the ground. Let your shoulder joint get heavy, let the elbow joint get heavy. Soften as much as you can. We've got two more breaths to let arms release their weight with gravity. Subtle holding around armpit and inner elbow. Let this release as best you can. One more deep breath here. Place feet flat on the mat one at a time. Roll over to your side so you can slide that blanket off of your mat and just come so you're flat on your back. Hands around back of knees to draw knees toward your chest. Rock your back side to side on the mat and bring the thighs together to trace your knees in a circle. So hands could stay on the back of the thighs or fingertips on the kneecaps for these circles. Yeah, those full breaths to inflate the heart center, the bottom of the lungs, and deflate on your exhales. Trace both directions for your circles, tracing the SI joint, the edges of the sacrum, where the base of the spine and back of the pelvis connect. One more full breath with that circle. Center your knees. Floating butterfly. Soles of feet come together. You might do a little abdominal curl so you clasp the ankles. Head releases down. It's okay if your feet drift apart as you let the weight of the knees open your hips. A few breaths through the front of the chest, the belly, feeling an opening through the base of your pelvis, the inner thigh and pelvis connection. Arms are naturally pulled long by the weight of your legs. One more breath in this position. Release feet to floor. Open arms to the letter T shape. Float your shins so you are in a tabletop position. As you find this shape, abs begin to engage already. Draw the front ribs down and the navel down toward the floor. Yeah, feel the low back stabilized at center as opposed to the low back arching away from the mat. So we're zippering up the front abdominal area. Take a breath in here. Exhale, tick tock your knees to the right down to 2 o'clock. Yeah, we're going to hover on the inhale, center the knees to 12 o'clock. Exhale over to 10 o'clock down to the left. Yeah, just following the pace of your breath. Center on your inhale and twist, hover on your exhale. Back of shoulders grounded into the mat. When you come through center, reinforce the core. Low back presses down by the strength of the center abs. The next time knees are over to the right, drape them down. Let the weight of your legs sink into a passive stretch. Shine your heart, shine your eyes over to the left. Breathe through left side chest, left obliques. It's natural if your legs kind of drift into a different position. Nice. Use the exhale to connect with your core and inhale to come to center. Second side, knees drape to the left as heart center shines gently to the right. Breathing in a twist is more vertical than horizontal. Your spine is getting longer more than you're getting wider, if that makes sense. Stay in the twist for one more exhale, wherever you are in your breath. Inhale, rise to center with your knees. For Apanasana, exhale, hold the knees, curl up. Yeah, head and shoulders lift. Inhale, shoulders and head to the floor. Let's take that a few times to curl with your exhale. Release to the mat with your inhale. As head releases down, extend legs up to the sky. Reach your arms up as well. Roll wrists and ankles. Some easy joint circles. For a fun seated transition, legs stay straight. Take a crunch in your upper body. Use your abs to lift closer to your legs. Send the legs forward and try to come up to sit in slow motion. Nice. Cross your ankles and push forward to table pose. Hands and knees. Cat and cow with your breath. Inhale opens front body. Shine the sitting bones and gaze up. Exhale, use the core to open your back body. Crown of head heavy, tailbone tucks under. Yeah, breathing in, cow pose, smile in the spine. Breathing out, slowly into the cat stretch. Lift your back, open the vertebrae. Continue to make this connection between movement and the way you breathe. Explore nonlinear movement. This might mean Hip circles, hips sway side to side, a C curve or a spiral shape in your spine, gentle neck rolls. We've got a few breaths just to feel, explore, and listen to your body. Center in table, curl your toes under, and push back for child's pose with a foot stretch. Hands may walk forward as you send body weight back through the hips to open the soles of the feet. Let the weight of the spine release down, including the weight of your neck. Let the head be heavy. We've got two more breaths here. Plant your hands and walk them toward your knees. We are taking a kneeling position with two options for your feet. So you either have the toes curled under for a very deep stretch, or it might feel better just to untuck the toes, put the top of the foot on the mat. Weave your hands together, connect the inner wrist, the inner elbow, and roll. It's like a kind of figure eight spiral movement in the wrists. Yeah, so your uh, forearms are gliding up and down gently together with this wrist spiral. If you think too hard, it might be even harder. So just start to move. Yeah, your body will catch up. Yeah, take a few circles in the opposite directions. A couple more easy breaths. Mm. As we finish our floor work, take a comfortable sitting position, whether that's kneeling or a cross legged seat. Turn your palms up on your lap, soften your eyes, and connect to your breath and your body. Walk out through table as we set up for downward dog. Downward dog stance is a few inches longer than a table if you want to walk the hands forward or the feet back. Curl the toes, lift your hips, pedal the knees, bend one knee as the opposite heel presses down and the back of that knee lengthens open. Mm. Yeah, we're working our yoga breath in and out through the nose as much as that's comfortable and possible for you today. Mm. Slight bend in the elbows, press down through heel of hand and the base of the knuckles where each finger meets the palm. Bend your knees to walk forward. You might come up to fingertips. Walk to the front of your mat and create a forward fold, Uttanasana. Shake your head yes and no to get some body weight down through your upper body. Yeah, hips getting lighter. Just double check that your feet are parallel to each other. Like if there was a median down the middle of each foot, these median lines are parallel. This facilitates hip opening through our foot position. One more full breath to exhale down through your feet. Root your heels, bend knees slightly. Inhale as you rise up to standing. Arms sweep up, open heart to sky. Exhale, press arms down beside you to stand in the mountain pose. Become upright, your gaze soft, breath full, foundation grounded in the earth. Raise your toes, spread them wide, and set them down one at a time. 3 points of the foot are the heel center, big toe mound, and then little toe mound. Breathe to inhabit your feet with your awareness. Anchor these 3 points of the foot evenly. We'll flow through some sun salutations with variations. Exhale to ground your feet. Inhale, sweep arms up for a heart opener up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold over long legs or slight bend in knees if you have a back issue. Breathe in for flat back. Hands press to shins, thighs, or floor. Exhale to forward fold. Bend knees and walk back for plank, either up on tiptoes or knees down for modification. Breathe to find your strength. Ground through palms. Thigh muscles lift toward the bone. Front rib muscles draw toward your center. Yeah, let's take another deep breath here. Exhale for inchworm, knees, bend elbows to set your chest on the mat. Knees, chest, chin is another name for this pose. Yeah, so our elbows are popped up like little cricket wings. Yep, that's knees, chest, chin. And then melt your belly down. We've got cobra to raise your chest. When you exhale, lower chest and forehead. Yeah, we're going to flow through a few cobras, rising with inhale. Exhale to come down, forehead toward the mat. Reach back through both feet. Yeah, so low body is lengthening. And there's a little glute squeeze to assist with cobra. After next exhale, plant hands under the shoulders. Inhale through table or plank. Exhale for downward dog. Hips up and back. A couple of full breaths to open your chest. A friend of mine has a great yoga moment in downward dog to soften your internal organs, whatever that means to you. Bend knees, come up to tiptoes to walk or hop to front of mat. Take your time. Exhale when you deepen in forward fold. Inhale, rise up to standing. Arms reach, open heart. Exhale for mountain pose. This full body breath as you immerse in this connection of body and breath. Sweep arms up, take a deep breath. Exhale, forward fold. Touch the mat and inhale, right foot back into lunge. You may space your feet a bit wider for a hip width stance. High up on fingertips. Choice of back knee up or down. Yeah, we're breathing here, starting to flow the front leg. As you exhale, lengthen the leg any amount so your torso curls in. Inhale to bend front knee and open your chest like a bit of cobra. Exhale, press into front foot, lengthen back of knee. Inhale, let the hips sink as you open the chest. I'm flowing with your breath. The next time you lunge into front knee, prepare to lift your lunge. Hands could walk up on front thigh. Same choice, back knee is up or down. Arms rise up. Whatever is touching the earth, let it imprint down, sink down through part of your energy. And another part is expanding upward. Your breath is connecting these two qualities of upward lift, downward foundation. Two more breaths here. Crescent lunge, Anjaneyasana. Touch down, hands on the mat. Step back through your plank pose. We will inhale here. Exhale for knees, chest, chin. So your tailbone is just sticking up in the air, elbows bend toward your ribs. Yeah, melt the belly down. And we've got 3 breaths in your cobra. Your choice to hold within the cobra or flow up and down. This next exhale will lower your forehead. Take that long spine up, table or plank. Exhale, downward dog. A full breath to become symmetrical and even through both sides of your body. Tiptoes and bend knees to come up to front of mat. Exhale as you arrive here. Inhale to rise, lift from back of head, plant your feet. Exhale, press palms down in the mountain pose. Breathing from center of chest. Your next exhale anchors your feet. Inhale, rise up, open heart. Exhale, forward fold. Touch earth and send left foot back for your lunge. That choice of back knee up or down. Step into the front heel. Yeah, and we'll start our flow. Inhale to lunge, shine the heart forward. Exhale, lengthen front knee any amount. Curl your spine in. Yeah. Inhale, bend that front knee. And exhale to lengthen. Yeah, see if you can let your breath express itself as opposed to putting yoga parameters on the breath. Yeah, give it some room to be itself. With lunge in front knee, set up your high lunge. And whether back knee is up or down, that is your choice. Hands walk to front thigh, arms extend upward as you breathe. Last inhale here. Exhale to touch the mat. Plank pose, breathing in. Exhale for inchworm, knees, chest, chin on the mat. Good, flatten out. We've got cobra, breathing in. All the way back to downward dog. Full exhale. Rise to tiptoes and walk to your hands. Exhale to a forward fold. Inhale, rise and stand. Plant your feet. Exhale for the mountain pose. Arms along by your side. Sweep arms overhead. Deep breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees, fingertips to the floor. For twist, raise your left arm. Right knee has a deeper bend. Left leg is lengthening any amount. Try to make the back of the left shoulder, like this area, just as long as the front of of the chest. Yeah, so we're reaching and opening. Back of hand reaches up. One more inhale. Exhale, left hand down. Bend the left knee more to switch sides. Inhale, right arm reaches up. Exhale, lengthen the right knee any amount, even if it's just partially lengthened. Yeah, we're turning the torso, reaching up. Mm. Right arm is reaching out of a line. It's like left shoulder, heart center, right shoulder, arm. Yeah, that's the line that we're reaching along. One more inhale here. Exhale to touch down. Step right foot back, and we're setting warrior one foot position. So the back of the right heel is on the mat. Stance is not as long as a lunge. Plant the left heel as you rise up. Arms sweep high. Choice of long, straight arms or bend elbows out for the cactus shape. Minimize sway back. Zipper up the lower belly, drawing navel slightly in toward the spine as the heart lifts up. Tailbone points more down than back. Nice. With an exhale, lower the arms, lengthen the front leg, interlace hands, and rest the knuckles on your sacrum. So we've got a couple choices for the pyramid. Go ahead and step your back foot in so your stance is a little shorter and your hips are squared forward. So knuckles can stay here as you fold your spine, or some of us will enjoy a straight arm chest opener. If you do the straight arm version and your shoulders get really tight, go back to the knuckles on the sacrum. Nice. So for pyramid, as you're ready, spine reaches forward and the front foot roots in the mat. Back foot plants down for support. We're lengthening the spine forward through the crown. Yeah, keeping heart open. One more inhale in the pyramid. Release hands and exhale. Bend front knee, hands down to the mat. Step your right foot further back for a lunge so you're up on the tiptoes. Plant the right hand, left hand to thigh as we turn our heart open to the left. As before, the lunge can be modified with the back knee on the ground. Yeah. Top arm might extend upward or just tuck behind your back. Different ways to open our shoulders. The various options like this in a yoga pose It's a great time to see when your body says yes. Sometimes I do the eye doctor thing, like, what is better, A or B? And you use your senses, you use your feeling sense in your body to see what's better for you right now. Nice. Ease down to the mat. We're stepping back for a flow from plank, or if you're ready to chill out, child's pose for a couple breaths. Linger in downward dog or child's. Last breath here to witness your experience. You tiptoe or hop toward your hands. Forward fold at the front of the mat, Uttanasana. Exhale to forward fold a little deeper. Inhale to rise and stand. Reach your arms. Exhale, arms down. And let's interlace hands behind the back. Yeah, so elbows are bent, knuckles resting on the sacrum. Draw your shoulder blades down and let your chest open. Shoulder blades move toward the spine. As you do this, draw the front ribs down to minimize back bend. Choice to keep arms here or reach the knuckles down. Feel the collarbones stretch down so the front and sides of your neck are getting longer. Breathe through your diaphragm. Breathe through the bottom of the rib cage. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, forward fold with your hands together or separate. So we are going into twist again. Your right knee will bend. We have choice for those hands interlaced behind you, or drop the right hand, left arm to sky. So same twist, choosing your arm adventure. Yeah, last inhale here. Exhale, bend knees to center your spine. Yeah, tap into some core support as you inhale for the other side. Right leg becomes longer, still rooting into the ground. Heart center opens. Yeah, one more breath in. Exhale, bend knees, touch the earth. Walk your feet further apart, and we're coming down to yogic squat. Sit low in your hips. Bring hands together in front of your heart. Ease your heels down. It's normal for them not to touch for many of us, but we're working them toward the mat. Heart is sprouting up like a plant out of the flower pot of your pelvis. Mm. Touch hands on the earth. Lengthen legs a bit so you can step your left foot back, and we're setting up that warrior one foot position. Left heel is on the earth. Lunge into front knee. Use that heel as you rise up. Choice of arm position, the cactus shape, or straight arms. Let the weight of the arms soften your shoulder joints and naturally release them down. Sometimes I think yoga people get obsessed with drawing their shoulder blades down the back. So it's not like a pulling down, it's like a um, just softening tension that might be preventing your shoulders from going down. With your next exhale, arms release, hands come down behind your back. As you interlace fingers, put the weird thumb on top so you've got the opposite clasp. That choice to shorten stance if you'd like. Front leg is 98% straight. Yeah, setting up pyramid, long spine, either elbows stay bent, hands on sacrum to forward fold, or pull the arms long, reach in the direction of your knuckles. Yeah, time to perceive, to tune in. Spine is getting longer as the front foot lengthens the front hip back. Yeah, let's take another inhale in the pyramid. Exhale, touch down, bend the front knee. Plank pose with your inhale. And that choice for flow or a resting moment. Find a full breath in child's or downward dog, wherever you are right now. Knees on the earth, find table pose to come to a comfortable seat. Cross-legged seat. Rest hands on the lap with a moment to align your spine. Observe your state of mind and the quality of your breath. For these next seated poses, I'm going to show a blanket as a prop to sit on. So feel free to use that if you want. We're coming into the staff pose. So staff is like the letter L, legs long, spine tall. Bend your right knee and open it out to the side. Yeah. Sit your right hip back. So we're somewhat open in the hips. The right hip is further back than the left. Sweep the arms up with your inhale. Exhale, twist to the left. Right hand to outside of left knee. Left hand is on fingertips behind the sacrum. So first step is to lengthen your back. Second step will be to trace your right hand down the leg and fold toward your foot. Yeah, the goal here is a deep stretch for outer right hip, side of the right low back. Some of us will reach the foot, others of us plant foot on the shin because we all know it's not about touching your toes, but what you learn about yourself on the way. Yeah, little movements like turning navel center toward your right hand. The heart shines forward as your spine releases down. Last two breaths in the stretch. Janu Shirshasana C. Plant hands under your shoulders to sit up. Square your hips so you're facing the front of the mat. Lift your right knee and cross the foot to the outside of the left knee. As we take the spinal twist, this crisscross is kind of a traditional thing. If that feels too off center, you could always keep the foot on the same side. Left hand or elbow is going to hug that knee. Raise your right arm, get taller, open your chest. With an exhale, twist open to your right. Hmm. As you create the twist, at first there is muscular effort to revolve, to turn and twist, and gradually soften your back. Feel the center line of your spine like the center point of a circus tent, this tall spire in the center. And then muscles are just draping around, not pulled taut, just softening. Finding a couple of easy breaths as you release your back. Last inhale in the twist. Exhale as you release your arms to staff pose, both legs forward. Either hands are beside your hips or slightly behind. Kind of depends how long your arms are compared to how long your torso is. Yeah, we're just going to support our back and then lean back a little bit. Lift the heart, take any hunch out of the back, release any low back strain from sitting on the floor. For second side, bend your left knee, open that knee out, and sit your left hip back. Usually your left foot will no longer contact the right thigh because your hips are more open than that. Sweep left hand to the outside of the right shin to begin your twist. We're inhaling here. Exhale, trace down the leg any amount. So right fingertips are behind you, providing support and a little forward propulsion into this forward fold. Let the left knee open, get heavy toward the earth as you turn your torso more toward the right. There's a fun pretzely foot clasp where the left hand has the thumb pointed down and will clasp the pinky side edge of the foot, and the right hand will also rotate so the thumb is down to clasp the big toe edge of the foot. And continue to breathe down through the left side of your low back. Left sitting bone sinks toward the earth. And two more breaths. Plant your hands to help yourself sit up. Lift the left knee and square your hips. Yeah, for the spinal twist, step left foot to the outside of the right knee, and we are twisting to the left. Start with a really tall spine. Yeah, get rid of any slouch or hunch in your back. Right hand or elbow will hug that knee. Breathe in, reach the left arm high, and expand it wide to create a kickstand behind your back. Just one breath at a time to turn and open your body in the twist. Each inhale creates length and opening at your center. Exhale softens your body. Back muscles release around the tall center point of your spine. Useful information when your breath isn't flowing. Yeah, it's not a defect. It's a really good moment of insight. Like, oh yeah, this is the position where my body has gone unconscious. My body has a habit. And then we start to just bring awareness to get curious, to engage something that had been unconscious. One more inhale here. Exhale to release the twist. Let's extend legs forward. Sit up off if you had that cushion under you. Let's slide that off the mat. Roll to lie flat on your back. Have your knees bent to set up for the bridge. Lengthen arms beside you. Tuck the shoulder blades more under your back so the outer arm, the outer shoulder blade is moving downward. And heels are just out of reach of your fingertips. So if you can graze your fingertips to your feet, walk your feet forward an inch or two. Ground footprints and raise the hips, raise your spine. For arms, we flatten them with palms down or weave the hands together. See what feels right for your shoulders. Equal weight between both heels. Yeah, the triangle tripod of your foot. Big toe mound, little toe mound. From this base, your hips are opening, thighs open, glutes squeeze a little bit without opening the knees excessively. Yeah, a little glute support. If hands are together, release them and roll down. Set your tailbone onto the mat. Squeeze both knees to the chest. Full breath in. Exhale, curl up. Yeah, we've got one more like that to release the head down. And curl, Apanasana. It's an abdominal massage. Nice. Release your head. Final pose, we have floating butterfly or happy baby. For floating butterfly, from the beginning of class, we're holding the ankles. Let the weight of the knees open your hips. Happy baby pose, we grab outer edges of feet to draw knees wide around the torso. And encouraging the tailbone down. Yeah, not forcing, but just lengthening it forward, slightly down to the earth. Take two more breaths down through your open belly, through your open hips. Release feet to floor gently and take your Shavasana. Final resting pose. The roll, the blanket roll from earlier, this could be placed under the back of your knees. It's like when you get a massage, they put that cushion to help your back release even more. Add other props. Make sure you're comfortable temperature wise. It can also be soothing to cover the eyes. The posture of stillness, quietness, space. We take a break from activity, from sense perception, from doing anything. And this open space is where we integrate. Relax the jaw and the abdomen. Relax inner thighs, soles of feet. Let yourself soften and then soften a little more. This posture, Shavasana, deepens by letting go. It's fine if you doze off a little, you probably need it. The mind goes into a resting mode. Begin to drink in your breath deeper. If you're feeling called to stay and rest longer, please listen to this call. If you're ready to rise and move through, stretch hands and feet, roll your head side to side. Gentle stretches to roll on your side and come to sit up slowly. With hands together by your heart, breathe a sense of gratitude through your body, mind, system. Sense of gratitude through the home space you reside in. And consider how you will bring your practice with you today and be of benefit to the people in your community. Thank you so much for coming to practice today. Namaste.